Hello, and welcome back. This is our 102 episode. We've actually already done a 102nd episode, but 102.
102nd.
Why are you sitting like that?
Because there's this wire in my way that I was already...
You gotta look at least at us, or I'm gonna be looking at the back of a chair the
I
whole
can
entire
see
time.
here perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
great, and I'm looking at the back of a chair.
Now I gotta hold this mother
Have
F.
you ever been a guest?
Yeah. Dad.
Yeah, well, you were alive.
Dad's first episode was a year ago.
We have Caitlin on the pod.
Hello.
Yeah.
We watched
Sorry,
Deadpool.
That does all the McLeans. And not a single Moody been on our podcast. And Andrew keeps acting like he wants to be on.
All the McLeans, all two of
I
them.
was going to say, how are we counting all of them?
Fit in them.
Fitting them. I heard about... Taylor says it looks good.
Yep. I knew
right.
I fixed it.
I heard about your genius business maneuver today.
What'd you do?
If you water the grass with the people's...
That's
that
Jack.
already lives
Oh,
there.
man. Fantastic.
What happened?
Jack McLean. I give him one task, and then he uses private residences hose bibs to water the grass in Hidden Hills. Called him a goob for it.
How did he do that instead of just using?
I mean, there's like a car and like furniture out on the patio.
They
Did he
were
water?
there?
Did he water their lawn or did he water someone else's?
I think he watered somebody else's lawn. At least part of it. I
No,
mean, they
that's all
probably
time.
got like a little touch of water.
Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
Taylor told me.
Did
and I
they
was
get
like,
on to you?
I was like, Taylor told me, and I was like, why didn't they just tell him to stop?
They were there?
Yeah.
So there was a car in their driveway, and
They said somebody is out here watering grass with our hose.
Dude.
I feel like Jack looks like, if somebody didn't know Jack, how old do you think they would think he is?
19. He looks like he's in college.
I think he's
I think he
freshman
could.
in
Say,
college.
yeah, I think he could say that age.
I was
With
thinking
a
when
full
you're...
beard, he's 21.
Oh, I mean, yeah. If he grew out his facial hair, he'd definitely
He's
be
never
older.
done that.
No, because when he was starting to get that mustache, now when you look back at pictures, it looks awful. And we showed him a picture recently. He said, "Why didn't y'all make me shave that mustache?" I said, "We tried so much." And he said, "You should have forced me." I said, "I tried."
Me too, Jack. Takes me about every 2 weeks for somebody to be like, "What's up, mustache?" And then I'm like, "Oh, great.
Yeah.
I gotta shave again."
I bet when he's done with at Trinity, he'll try to grow it out.
Oh, show.
Movie night. Movie night. Movie night, ain't no doubt. We about to watch one movie night. Turn it on, gotta get it started. Let's watch a movie tonight. 'Cause movie nights are always the best of times. Got to keep on watching, keep on watching. Got to keep on watching, keep on watching.
Got to keep on watching, and that we do, folks.
That we do.
We watched Deadpool 3, Deadpool and Wolverine. Did you
Is
guys
that
like it?
Is it Deadpool X Wolverine or Deadpool and Wolverine?
Oh,
So
it
we're
could
Deadpool
just...
and.
You think that people call it Deadpool X Wolverine?
That doesn't sound right, but
The
No.
title just says Deadpool and Wolverine.
it was originally called Deadpool and Friend. And
Oh,
they were
really?
about to release that at the Super Bowl, and then everybody was like, that sucks.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't like a joke title until they announced that Wolverine was going to be in it.
Signs made up and everything. Caitlin, how'd you like the movie?
I really liked it.
Do you have a rating? Don't say it.
Are you guys
Okay.
ready for the rating?
I think we should just jump into the rating.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
8.2.
8.5.
Oh,
What'd you say?
8.8. You said 9.2?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
8.8, 8.5.
I was iffy on an 8.6.
I thought it was good, like how old Marvel movies are good. Like,
It's very funny. It's very Ryan Reynolds, and I thought I was going to get tired of Ryan Reynolds type comedy, but this was a very funny movie.
no, I think he's always funny.
Yeah,
I
but he's
think-
got very similar humor the whole entire time. If he
Yeah.
kept doing it, you would be like, all right, shut up. Stop breaking the fourth wall.
I think it's like about to that point.
Huh.
I don't think they need to have any more Deadpools.
What? This is like they just.
No,
I mean, Marvel's gonna bury
and
him.
honestly, what they sound like is that they're gonna do lots more movies with them.
You know, I
Not with
didn't get with
Wolverine. I think Wolverine's
on
done.
the Wolverine thing. They're definitely gonna recast him, but they were Ryan Reynolds was like, "Oh, like everybody's been asking for this Henry Cavill." I was like, "Dude, I don't want Henry Cavill as Wolverine.
He's too big.
He's too tall."
Who would you make him?
Tom Hardy.
He's too old.
Oh,
Is he older than Hugh Jackman? He's like 15 years younger.
Well, the reason Hugh Jackman needs to quit is because he's too old. He's been doing it for 20 years.
The kid from Kingsman,
Kingsman. Really?
Daniel Radcliffe.
What?
I'm just throwing out ideas. I don't hear you guys saying one.
I liked the Tom Hardy one, but I'll think on.
I like Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy would be good, but he's
Hugh
that.
Jackman is very close to being like Iron Man.
It should have been
and
Tom
Robert
Hardy, and he
Downey
should have never been Venom because Venom
Yeah.
trash.
Yeah, and he's already in Marvel with Venom.
Mm-hmm.
He can be cool as Venom once he gets.
He would have been a good
inaugurated
Wolverine.
Into. The
What
MCU.
about Jeremy Allen White?
Who's that? Oh,
No.
Flip.
What's wrong with him?
I just don't picture him as like the Wolverine.
He's short. He has
I
great
love
hair for
him,
it.
but I don't
Yeah, but
picture
does he
him as
grow
the
facial
Wolverine.
hair?
He's jacked.
Do
But
you
he's
pic-
got blonde facial
Oh,
hair.
they could work that out.
Yeah, but I don't want to see some guy with blonde facial
He
hair.
doesn't look like he could
I've
grow
seen
the Wolverine hair. Like not even that grow it. Like I feel like he would be funny with it.
I
Like,
bet
obviously-
he would be great, and you guys are missing out.
I think he's a phenomenal actor.
Oh, I'd love him. I think he's great. I mean, I've liked him since he was
I
lit.
don't like The Bear season 3 very much. I don't know.
I haven't started
It's been
it
good
yet.
so far.
It sucks.
What's
Really?
wrong with it?
Just I don't know. Addie said she agreed with me today at work, so maybe you
I
How
guys.
many
haven't started
episodes
it.
in?
I don't know how many she's seen, but I've seen all of it.
How
I
many-
was not too pleased with how much progress they made this season. Like they had like 3 points that they had to get to the whole time.
Matt said that he thinks that the bear, like, he's like, I like the characters, but I don't feel like the show goes anywhere.
No, the way
In
it's
general,
filmed-
he's talking about like the first 2 seasons. We haven't even started season.
Oh
3.
yeah, and season
Oh, the
3
first
is
season
worse.
certainly had
Oh,
a.
Season
I
1
think that
definitely
they're
went
great.
somewhere.
No, I think
Season
that
1 and season 2, they were creating
That's what
the
I said.
restaurant The Bear. Now they've created it, and now it's all this just like anxiety-induced camera shots where it's like
Yeah.
boom, food plate, boom,
Well,
food plate.
I mean,
boom.
also if the restaurant just worked
Hands!
out well,
That's all
then-
they do. Hands.
If the restaurant just worked well, then it would also be bad.
Yeah. Like they just had like a smooth
Yeah.
start.
I liked season 2, and Wad was telling me he didn't like it. I was like, oh, I thought it was cool. I mean, everyone went on their side quest all of season 2.
I like
Yeah.
the black guy going to like Paris and hanging out with John. In
I
Paris.
liked that.
It
the
was in
Netherlands,
Paris.
I think.
Yeah,
I like him. He couldn't be the Wolverine though.
yeah.
The black dude.
No.
No, the guy who was the
I
guy.
don't know his name, but I know who you're
The
talking
one with
about.
the big glow up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look like him before.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta ball out.
Mhm.
Once we get jacked, me and John are lifting now, and also Caitlin's
can
gonna
tell.
take a 5-minute ice bath.
You're looking jacked.
5
Yeah,
minutes?
huge.
That's how long you gotta
what,
do
You
it.
didn't know?
But to
No.
be fair,
The
the
hard
only
part is 2 minutes.
I could honestly do a 20-minute ice bath.
Me and John
No,
are
you
addicted to
couldn't.
the bath.
Don't you think? Like once you get to 5,
I don't know. That hypothermia might set in. Like you might just pass
you could do
out.
10 though.
We could do
20
10.
seems
We
a
could do
little
10
much.
easy.
Okay.
Once you get to, you want
Like
to
me
get
and
out,
John-
especially your first time. You're gonna want to quit like
At 2 minutes. Your
5
feet are gonna
times.
hurt.
You're gonna want
Focus
to
on your feet and
gonna-
make sure they go numb as fast as possible.
You're gonna want to quit like 5 times within the first 2 minutes, and then after you get to like 2.5, you're like, oh, okay, I could be here for a while.
Yeah, we can sit there for 9-10 minutes easy.
All right.
We're hooked.
Yeah, and now we just crave them.
Yeah, honestly, like seeing you in the ice bath, it might even make me jealous. I'm not gonna do it. Obviously, I've already done one today, but
How many references in Deadpool do you think go over your head?
not a lot. Why?
Oh, I think he says so many things that I'm like, who's that he's talking about?
Oh, like
Oh,
give me a
I-
give me a
They went over my head. How the hell am I supposed to pull it back out?
yeah. I mean, like
You don't think that
Some
you
of
miss a
the-
ton of old stuff, or like you?
maybe like he could be like, oh well, this person
They-
looks like Willem Dafoe, and I'm like, who's
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe?
Kinda, but I mean, I
Well,
know
also
that.
with the characters that came back, like Elektra and stuff, and when he started referencing some more and talking about bringing us, I was like, I don't
I
necessarily
knew
know what
all of
these
the
are.
references in that.
It was funny when he said,
Connotation.
"Sorry, Daredevil couldn't make it," and she said, "That's okay," because that's Ben Affleck,
Uh-huh. Oh.
and they were together before.
Yes, he missed that
Oh.
one.
Yeah, see, I'm telling you, I knew you guys
But
missed even
he
more than me,
said-
and you're over here like, I didn't miss a
I
single
didn't say
reference.
that.
And I'm like, I missed a ton. I
Well,
know.
he made a reference to Blake Lively and saying that
Blake's gonna hate this.
something about him liking Gossip Girl or something. Like
Ah.
Deadpool liking Gossip Girl was a thing.
That's
I
funny.
think to her.
I didn't think about that.
And yeah,
Something else about her.
Is Blake
go ahead.
Lively in Gossip Girl?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's her thing. That's where she.
That's where
Blake
she's from.
Lively is
that's not
also
where she is.
in this movie.
What?
I
Yeah,
was
she
thinking.
Lady Pool.
I was like, oh, they should have made
Was she?
Lady Pool Blake. And then when I was doing some research for the pod, it was like Lady Pool, played by a very, very famous actress, and Blake Lively was in it.
Oh, cool.
Was it Blake Lively's body or just her voice? Is that Blake
Did she talk?
Lively's bod?
Did the person talk?
Yeah, they definitely talked. They were the first one out of the.
Yeah, but I didn't think that they talked.
Yeah, they were like Uzi time. At least she said that. Like she said a handful of lines, but they were
I'm
like
certain
Uzi time.
it
And then
was-
she was like,
Yeah.
"Pop, pop, pop,
Why
pop,
would
pop."
they do one thing and not the other?
Oh well, very famous actresses would voice a masked character and then just let.
Yeah, but like I
rock
make my wife do permitting for me. This is Ryan Reynolds' thing. He probably just like, you got to be in this
Yeah,
movie.
but if your
She
name
probably
is
wanted
as
to do it.
Lady
Yeah, yeah.
Pool,
She
and
was
you could
there.
have somebody with twice as rocking of a bod as you have. Wouldn't you let that person rock you as a bod, and then your name is just?
You think
on
that it's possible to have twice as rocking of a bod as Blake Lively?
Probably. She's a little, I mean, she's a
That's-
little older.
That's dangerous.
She's had a couple of kids. She's probably.
Have you seen her?
I'm.
She looks good. I saw her on the
I'm sure.
runway, all in red.
Yeah, she looks
nice.
good.
I'm saying
There's
she's
some
a
good
stick.
bodies out there.
Yeah.
I'm just saying twice as nice just sounds a little intense.
It was
It's
a
all just
small
a-
scene, and if you didn't have to work out that hard to be in a leather suit, and you could just hire a young girl.
So you're telling me
Maybe that's the way
what
to
I'm
go.
saying.
I-
And
now
also,
I feel you.
also, like you're not telling me that there's not like a situation, especially like maybe Game of Thrones towards the later seasons, where like a Cersei has to show ass, and instead of showing her own frumpy ass,
I think that's
she's like, give me a toy.
Showing dong is way different than just you're in a.
Oh,
Deadpool
if
suit.
you want me to show dong,
you're gonna.
you gotta give me a
Let's not talk
prosthetic.
about that at all. No one wants to see it either.
Hodor. Oh, no, I want something scary.
Do you think that
No one wants to have to see
Eamon
that.
was rocking?
Hodor show dong?
Yeah, huge dong.
And he was
Wait,
rocking dong.
in a classic scene that also didn't
Yeah,
make
it's
like any
classic.
sense or
It's
point for
funny,
the plot.
Caitlin, this scene of like Hodor by this tree, and he's just
Why is he
hanging
so
on,
pale?
And they put Wad's face on it, and it's like it's pretty consistent.
A classic one about something similar to that is one time we were at a bar and Sully was just drop what's it called when you can send it to random people's phone?
Airdropping.
Airdrop. He was airdropping his face to people, and someone took his face and airdropped a photo back, and it was on a big fat guy with the tiniest wiener you've ever
That's
seen.
Do
you think that
airdrop?
Eamon guy, when he was walking around naked, you think he was famous enough to
Are you
body
caught
double?
up with Hot D?
Yes.
Especially now.
Me and John were working out the other morning, and I just like
Re-workout.
we
Yeah,
lifted
as I've heard.
a ton. That's all we done. But I said, instead of like HOTD, I said Hot D, and I just thought it was the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, I didn't even know what you were talking about at first.
I think that they've started doing, they used to in like movies and stuff, never do guy frontal. And now I
Nobody
feel
asked
like,
for it.
Yeah, now I feel like they feel like it's some kind of like, well, we have to make it equal.
Yeah,
And no one-
they're not even making it equal anymore. Now,
No,
on
now
House
it's
of
you see
Dragon,
that all the
way more
time.
dongs.
And nobody wants to see that.
Yeah,
Nobody wants to see
Girls
that.
don't want to see it. Most guys don't want to see it.
Okay, so Hudson is the biggest stickler in the whole entire world, and like he's been like pulling teeth watching House of the Dragons, but he's like he likes it, but he doesn't want to admit he likes it.
I don't think you can fiddle with that. I can hear you.
Yeah, stop click clacking.
Sorry.
I was like, what is that?
I gave him my 3D printer.
You gave it to the wrong person. She comes into my office and does like,
Dumb stuff.
you know, whatever I got, she fiddles with it.
But yeah, so Hudson was like, you know what? Let's turn on season 1 of Game of Thrones. It is softcore porn.
Oh, yeah, it's bad season 1.
Season 1, like for the first 5 episodes, I'm like, dude, I don't even want to see. Like half the time, I'm like, I don't even want to see this.
Yeah,
anymore.
it's shocking how insane it is. Season 1.
Oh,
They
I mean,
really
there's
toned
some,
it
like,
down.
Scene cuts where you're like, whoa, like they jump into it a little too fast. And it's just, I mean, especially when like Khaleesi's hanging out with the Dothraki.
Yeah.
Savages.
Oh yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah, she's going through it.
What was the? Oh, do you have a plot summary?
Sure.
I'll go. Wade Wilson's world is slowly dying because the anchor character died in the movie Logan. The TVA would like to speed this up because why waste time watching a dying universe? Deadpool must bring back a variant Wolverine from another universe in order to save his own.
That was it?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Alright. Deadpool and Wolverine proved that you can make a movie about the multiverse without it being absolute dog ass. Deadpool and Wolverine travel through different dimensions, see countless versions of themselves while maintaining a plot that you could at least follow. There was no CGI issues where you could clearly see it was an idiot in a harness and a green screen, while maintaining a wokeless agenda, which I believe all movies should follow. Marvel, Kevin Feige, and the rest of the PC committee should be kissing Ryan Reynolds' feet for showing the MCU how to make a movie about the multiverse correctly.
Nice.
Does Ryan Reynolds direct these movies?
I don't know, but we just kind of.
Ryan Reynolds certainly directs these movies. I think he's
the
He
director.
certainly does.
I don't think he's the director.
I think he wrote the script for like Green Lantern.
That's
Trash,
a writer.
but he also had
Yeah, but I mean, if he wrote it, I would also. I mean, I just didn't know if he did anything.
I'm just
I
saying.
bet he's
I don't
like
think
writer,
he's quote unquote
director.
the director, who is Sean Levy.
That's
Levy.
true.
So he's and I recognize this little guy.
Little guy.
He just
Is he a
looks
little
like
tiny
a.
guy?
You seen this guy around?
Barely. He looks like the guy from Fight Club.
I don't think he's an actor. I think he's just a director.
Oh, okay. That's honestly the way to go. Make a lot of money. Don't
Yeah.
have to,
You said
People
wokeless.
know.
There's a funny scene when he's like, and those are my thoughts on
Oh yeah,
abortion, LGBTQ, like listed a bunch of things that people
the
often
environment.
the environment, and I will accept no questions at this time, or something like that.
was I there?
It was right
it's
towards
a
the
quick,
beginning. It's a quick
when he's
little
having
thing.
that birthday party.
Oh, I
And
love
then
the
they're, like,
beginning with the
painting.
adamantium skeleton because I thought Logan might pull up
Yeah.
from that, and then he was just
Oh,
sitting beside him.
that
as
was funny.
a dead
I like
body.
that.
Like that a lot.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought that was good.
And
I
then
think-
my favorite quote from this, and
Oh, the
I
funniest
don't
part.
like this. I don't like this word.
I already know what it is.
They said they were talking.
I thought
to
you were
Blade.
retired.
Retarded.
Yeah, dude. I was dying laughing
Oh,
at that
man,
part.
that was a great scene.
I thought you were
They
retired.
said something else about Blade. Said like, "I'm the only Blade. They'll never
be
replace
another one of
me."
me.
Yeah,
And
they're
then
making
he
a new
pans to
Blade.
Ryan Reynolds, who looks at the camera, because they're doing one right
Yeah,
now.
they're replacing them. Yeah. I already mentioned that. All right, so this is pretty much the plot of Deadpool. Deadpool gets picked up by TVA. TVA says there is a primary timeline. His timeline is dying. His timeline is dying because the Wolverine from movie Logan died. He tried to find a new Wolverine. Finds the worst Wolverine. They get sent to Limbo. They escape. They stop the destruction of Deadpool's world. It's only 7 points. How hard is it to make a movie with, like, you know, like they tell you how to make stories in English. It's like affirmative action, whatever. Then it stops a plot. You know, like the mountain that I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
rising action, climax, resolution.
Yeah.
But what is your
why
point?
can't you make that?
What do you
Like
mean?
Ant-Man, Quantumanium.
Yeah.
There was no rising action, climax, or
Oh, that movie was just one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my
yeah,
life.
it's the worst.
I would never
CGI.
watch that
That
again.
was what I was basing this off of. 'Cause that was like the first movie in the multiverse where you're like, we're gonna finally see the multiverse. Like we're gonna see all these people. They're gonna drop some like Easter eggs. No.
What was Channing Tatum's accent supposed to be?
I thought it was either Louisiana.
Yeah, because he was played by Tim Riggins.
Okay.
You know who
Yeah.
that is? Whoever that guy's name is. He played him in like X-Men Wolverine
That's
Origins.
his name. I can
Tim
picture his
Riggins
face,
is the
but-
guy with long hair from,
Yeah, from Friday Night Lights.
That's his character's name.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I've never seen that.
He's also in Savages with Blake Lively.
I can picture his face. I remember him from that X-Men.
Matt said
thing.
that Channing Tatum really wanted to be a different character at one point in Marvel, and he kept asking him to make a movie
about someone.
Because like even Ryan Reynolds was like about time, right?
Oh, that's who he wanted to be?
I thought, but Matt's saying.
I don't know. I thought it was someone different.
I thought he was kind of a goofy Gambit, but I mean.
I thought he was either French or Louisianan.
I think that's the same. Like he's it's the French Quarter.
Yeah.
Like that's where that accent comes
Like
from.
Whoa!
So he was definitely supposed to be from like Louisiana. What's that called? Like Cajun.
French Quarter.
But I think that comes from like French descent and then turned into a bunch of country Frenchmen.
I worked at Gumbo's and we had French Quarter shrimp and they were delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I should have known that. I've never been to
his accent was like intentionally bad, right?
I don't know about you.
Yeah, I don't know. It was not good.
There was
I was like,
I'm
is
sure
someone
it was
gonna address
intentional.
this? Like, he was talking like nonsense, and then Ryan Reynolds finally was like, dude, I can't understand a word you're saying.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of like all the Wolverines, all the Deadpools. They did the comically accurate Wolverine. He's supposed to be like a little tiny guy, you know.
Oh yeah, that one was hilarious when he hops off the stool.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
That was all time.
Kayla, did you do the drafts?
Of the best Deadpools?
Yeah.
I was thinking about it.
Oh, Rob McElhenney was in this movie.
Who's that?
Mac from Always Sunny, and they owned that soccer team together.
You think he was like a Deadpool?
He was a TVA soldier.
No way. We didn't even see him.
I'm sure he was just in the back. Rob McElhenney was also in Game of Thrones.
What's the deal with yeah, I'm glad they did it like that instead of like the way they did Ed Sheeran in Game of Thrones.
Oh wow, Matthew McConaughey was Cowboy Pool.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
That might have to bump up on my list.
Uh-huh.
I like a good McConaughey.
Love McConaughey.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I had no idea.
Do you want to do the Deadpool draft? Best Deadpools?
Yeah.
All right.
Have you guys ever seen Succession?
I've watched a couple episodes.
Have you seen Succession?
No,
it's a great show. But Mr. Paradox, he's in there.
Who's Mr. Paradox in this?
He was the guy who ran the TVA. He's one of the characters in Succession, and he's hilarious. He's also Mr. Darcy in Pride and Prejudice.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if Charles Xavier's sister is comic. You think she's in the comics? Because I know that
they always do stuff from
comics.
But
they always like. So what I know is a comic fact is that Charles Xavier and Juggernaut are brothers.
Yeah, and she didn't even mention that.
Yeah, she didn't mention that she was brothers with Juggernaut.
But Juggernaut did mention it. He said my brother at some point.
My sister.
He didn't say that, but he said my brother talking about him.
Yeah.
Maybe they're both half-half.
I didn't like seeing the, especially at the end when he was Pride and Prejudice, with the eyeball poking out, and they really just made it last for a very long time.
Taylor said, someone commented, did you guys comment on Robert Downey Jr. playing Dr. Doom?
Oh, I was going to say this.
What?
I saw someone shared this the other day that...
You haven't seen this yet?
That they're going to cast him as Dr. Doom?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. You haven't seen this yet?
I absolutely hate that.
Yeah, me too.
That's what I saw it posted. The person posted and said, you're telling me they take the most famous Marvel superhero, and now we're just completely recasting him in a different role?
They're just thinking that they've done such a bad job that maybe this will save them.
I feel like I've seen people talking about Dr. Doom, like being like, oh, here are the characters that could possibly play Dr. Doom, and I was like, oh, I'd be fine with that. I don't think Dr. Doom needs to be white or black, but it certainly does not need to be Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
He's way too influential for the Marvel Universe.
Yeah, I don't like it at all. He's also making like $80 million to do it.
Oh, wow. It's already confirmed? He's got a contract signed?
Oh, dude, I don't know how you missed this.
Yeah, I saw it yesterday,
I think. His facial hair or something?
They had like a big announcement. He wore like a Dr. Doom suit.
What?
At like Comic-Con.
I don't have social media anymore.
None of them?
None of them.
Wow.
I've slowly weaned off of every single one.
Wow.
Unless Dad sends me a
Instagram,
woodworking Instagram, which is every single day, every 30 minutes. So I'm like, I still kind of have Instagram.
You're ridiculous.
Dad sends a lot of those.
He does send us a lot of those.
He sends y'all ones that I'm not included in?
Oh,
yeah, via text.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's the only way I get linked to Instagram. So
I thought when you said "whoa," you were actually just talking about the fact that we got a comment.
Whoa!
Whoa! First time comment. Taylor said, "I'm sure you guys don't check the comments."
There was a comment that was like, remember that one time we were like dressed as I was Jigsaw and you were Aang from
that was hilarious.
Last Airbender, and the person was like, I feel like I'm in a fever dream right now.
Yeah, that was the whole time.
Without any explanation.
Is this the coffee John got you from?
Yeah, oh, that's actually funny. Thank you for saying that.
Do you like it?
I haven't tried a single sip of it, and I went to make Caitlin some coffee. 90% of it is gone. So Hudson's been drinking all of it, but I texted Hudson, I'm like, why the hell did you drink all my coffee? And he said, you told me to. And I said, what? And he said, yeah, you said that you never drink coffee anymore and you should probably just take it all. And I was like, damn.
Did you?
That really sounds like me.
What do you think of it?
It's good. Well, you can't trust it. Zach.
I watered it down.
Zach made an incredibly weak cup of coffee.
I haven't had coffee in 6 months.
It's bad. But you can smell it was in a whiskey barrel, right, or something?
It's, what's it called? Not
rum?
whiskey, not rum. Dang. I don't like it. I haven't drank mine.
What?
I don't think it's bad.
I don't like the one I bought you. I bought it for myself too.
Smells
It's
like
so strong.
It smells like I have Kahlua in my coffee. Or something.
Yeah, I think it might be good if you actually mixed alcohol in it, but it smells
I don't think it tastes like it. But the smell smells like every time I try it, it smells like I put like Bailey's or...
I'll ask Taylor. She knows because Taylor can't even... Or she might be listening. She's texting me right now.
All right, let's do our draft of best Deadpools in the movie. Caitlin, you can go first.
Okay.
Should be an obvious one.
I liked the pretty boy Ryan Reynolds with no...
That guy would have been the last on my list.
Oh, I loved him.
He was
Nice
funny.
What's his name?
Pool.
Nice Pool, I think.
He was funny.
Pool. I thought he was
funny, but I would not have put him on my list. I'm going to go OG.
Do I get to go next?
No.
Oh, you're going
OG
next?
Deadpool.
Oh, okay, great. I still got my number one pick.
Really?
Peter Pool.
Who's Peter Pool?
Was that the friend?
Oh,
that was the friend?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
And they're like, oh, Peter!
Oh, we all have a Peter.
Everyone has a Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great... I don't even have Peter Pool.
Baby Deadpool. He was funny.
Yeah.
So, off of that, I'll go Kid Pool, because Kid Pool was Baby Deadpool was Goo Goo Gaga.
Yeah,
Kid
but there
Pool
was a kid
the one
one.
that they were like, this is the most vulgar Deadpool of all of us. Kid Pool.
Kid Pool.
Yeah.
I'll go Dog Pool.
Dog Pool was highlight of the movie.
Dog Pool. You guys are missing out. I got the
forgot.
Hugh Jackman carries him across the, and they're like, whoa, whoa.
Dog Pool won the ugliest dog in Britain contest.
It's a bad looking
Which is
dog.
honestly a great reason to cast him as Dog Pool.
Yeah, because Deadpool's ugly.
Her. Yeah, and it was so funny. I mean, like, it was honestly disgusting, but the way Ryan Reynolds would just let that dog, like, lick him in the mouth the whole entire, whole scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to the Robert Downey Jr. thing really quick. They say that it's comic book accurate because there's variants of Tony Stark who play Doctor Doom.
I hate that.
Me too.
I wish Robert Downey Jr. would stop being in the MCU.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to say, like, die or something.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought. He's on the flight list.
Hey, I know, he's on the flight list. Listen, I don't want him in the MCU anymore.
Okay.
Cognac.
Isn't that a whiskey?
I think it's like the same thing, but like are whiskey and brandy the same thing?
I don't know.
But they're like similar enough.
Yeah.
All right, who's up? I did Dog Pool, so Caitlin's up.
I guess I'll do... Now, all the ones I liked. I'll do Cowboy Pool.
Damn it.
Cowboy Pool, good
I
job.
just thought about him. All right, I'm going to do Lady Pool.
Oh, nice job, especially now that you know it's Blake Lively. I'm surprised you didn't take this one, the samurai one, Watari Ronin Pool.
You know what was funny about the samurai one? Didn't he have little baby T-Rex arms?
What was up with that guy?
There was one weird guy
with the giant head.
Yeah, massive head and baby arms.
He might have been.
Was it a T-Rex pool or something?
No, he had a samurai hat on.
He might have been a samurai
samurai
one. I was looking up a list, so I wasn't sure if that was the one or not, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
He had like a deformed face and tiny arms.
Yeah, they didn't even say anything about it.
They just blew right over that one. Oh, Taylor says his arms got chopped off and they regrew tiny.
How does she know this?
It
What
makes
happened to her
sense.
head, Taylor?
What happened to his
head?
giant head, Tay?
Yeah.
When they all woke back up, his
Caitlin,
arms were
you're
going.
up.
I don't
This
know
is
if I
your
have
last
any
one.
more. Oh.
It's your last one. Try and pick your brain. You can do a skip, or you can just say Deadpool. There's plenty of those.
They should have had like
I'll
a
just
Wolverine pool where Wolverine comes dressed as Deadpool.
I would have loved that.
That would have been a great one.
Yeah. I'll do Welsh Pool. It was the dude that like had the
Oh,
knight
yeah,
on
yeah.
his chest. But
Yeah.
it was still.
It was in a shout out to his soccer team.
Oh really?
And I'll go with Golden Age Deadpool.
You know what?
He
Who
was
we
rocking
missed?
a-
Head Pool. Who was just the floating head.
Oh,
yeah.
the skull.
Crazy.
I
Yeah.
like that one.
Yeah.
All right,
that was
Kaylin
good.
can have Headpool.
I'll have head.
Caitlin will take Head Pool.
I'll go Golden Age Deadpool. He was wearing the gas mask.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
And, like
There were
old
some
clothes.
Wolverines. I feel like there was some stuff with the Wolverines that I didn't notice. Like all the ones that they went to, I feel like there was like some comic.
Yeah, like
accurate
some kind of
stuff.
significance
Like
to
yeah,
him.
he was playing Casino with an eye patch, and then he was the short one. I know
The
that
skull
one.
thing was definitely from a comic book.
Yeah, I wish they did the one. There was a scene in like one of the first movies they did with the young Charles Xavier, where they were like, they walked up to Logan at the bar and he's drinking whiskey, and he's like, "Hey, we want to ask you to join our team," and he's like, "F off."
Isn't
And
that
that's-
basically all of them?
That was the whole scene. But I feel like you could have like added that to it. Like they said F off and he walked off, and then Deadpool was like,
And then he also said F off again.
yeah.
That would have been fun. Yeah, I know the scene you're talking about.
Yeah. Kaylin, how much of the Marvel universe do you think you've seen in a percentage?
Now, are you meaning just of the movies?
Starting at Iron Man.
That's fine.
But are
You
we
can
talking about
do
just the movies?
You can just do movies.
I've probably seen at least 90%, I think.
How much of the TV shows?
Zero.
Really?
Yeah.
No
Last
Loki?
single one?
Nope.
You like Loki.
I maybe watched an episode.
Loki turns bad too, though, so I just wouldn't even bother.
Loki turns bad?
Season 2 wasn't good.
Matt and Jack typically
That was
start them,
pretty
and
good.
then I just don't.
I don't watch any of those
I don't
anymore.
care enough to keep up with them.
She-Hulk was terrible.
I didn't watch that. Put my foot down. That's about right when I quit indefinitely.
You didn't quit.
Yeah,
I
you're back at
quit
Deadpool.
watching the TV shows.
Yeah.
Deadpool, it doesn't even really
I think
count.
I watched one of them. What was one of the first ones that came out?
WandaVision, Loki, WandaVision, and then there was that Winter
I've probably
Soldier
seen-
one that
I've
sucked.
probably seen a couple episodes of those.
WandaVision.
WandaVision was good.
It was okay. I think I said it was good because Marvel hadn't died yet. It was
Yeah.
still alive.
You still
But
have
if you
high
watch
hopes.
it now, you'd be like, this kind of sucks too.
Well, I mean, like, the first 5 episodes are, like, headway into what they want to do.
That's a lot of episodes for
I don't know
building
how
up.
many it really is.
It was like
but
at
there's a lot of
least
build-up.
a couple.
There's a lot of build-up in House of the Dragons, and I still kind of act like I like that.
I like House of the Dragon.
Yeah,
I like
it's
House of the
very
Dragon's
government.
okay, but
It's very, like, political, way more than... It might not even be as political as Game of Thrones, but I feel like the battles were better in Game of Thrones because there weren't as many dragons.
Oh, I think the dragons have cheesed it up.
Yeah.
It's
'cause,
all
like, the
dragon
only
fighting and it's a little
only dragon
cheesy.
fighting,
Yeah.
and it's pretty cheese.
And the dragon scenes.
You don't
were
agree?
I
Seldom
don't know. I don't
became-
mind the dragon scenes.
I think that the dragon scenes were seldom.
But
I think the dragon
do
scenes
think
were
that
sick
this-
in Game of Thrones because
I
of
do
how
think
little
that this
there were.
is significantly slower moving.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and
yeah.
it's
You
2
know?
seasons in.
Well,
it's
season
probably-
1, the only
Yeah,
thing
and
we
it's
really
just a
got.
whole bunch of buildup. Is
Yeah.
all it is. But I don't mind it. I like the show.
I like it okay too.
Matt's just tolerating it.
Season
I
1 of Game
I
of
like
Thrones,
it,
we
but
got
it-
Ned Stark getting his head cut off with additional stuff on top of that. And we had a far greater connection to every character in that story.
Oh, the characters are much better.
Oh,
Yeah.
Game of Thrones? Yeah, for sure.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Stop
You just
yawning.
made our
I
audience
just made
yawn.
you a dull glass of
People,
coffee.
those are friggin' contagious.
I needed some caffeine.
But in the
Zach.
coffee and the ice bath, you're probably gonna be up till 2 a.m.
Yeah, no kidding.
No, not with this coffee. The caffeine.
All right, I got some regenerative power questions for y'all.
All right.
If you have regenerative
If your
powers...
penis got cut off.
Yeah. Okay. If you have regenerative powers, what would your profession be? You'd be like a
Shark
soldier,
diver.
but that would give you way too much PTSD.
Oh,
You'd
that'd
never
be.
die, but you would kill millions.
Are you talking about? Okay, hold on.
You can grow your arms back, so like I
Okay.
could dive with sharks outside of the cave.
Yeah, like you could pretty much do
Cage.
whatever.
Yeah, but what? How much money is that going to bring you in?
The amount of joy would beat the money.